Hello and welcome to the latest edition of the Murphy Pipe and Civil newscast. The company has kicked off 2014 with the announcement it has secured a 120-kilometre pipeline project for Santos. The 600mm welded steel gas pipeline is being developed by Santos to provide additional capacity to its existing pipeline system, which is located outside of Roma between Comet Ridge and Wallumbilla. Once constructed, the pipeline system will enable increased transportation of coal seam gas to a liquefaction facility in Gladstone. This is the first Santos project that Murphy Pipe and Civil has worked on, and a workforce of 310 pipeliners has now been mobilised to the site to commence construction and ensure they can deliver the completed pipeline by November. And with one pipeline project starting, two other projects are now coming to an end. Murphy Pipe and Civil crews recently celebrated the laying of the last pipe on the QC LNG Trunklines project near Dalby and are now finalising pre-commissioning before handing the completed pipeline over to QGC. The project took just over 12 months to complete, with a crew of 800 constructing 118 kilometres of water pipeline and 168 kilometres of welded steel gas pipeline and 680 kilometres of high voltage fibre optic and zinc ribbon cabling. The project celebrated quite a few milestones during the construction period, one of which was the hard-working crews laying an outstanding 10 kilometres of pipeline in a single day. And pipelay crews working on the Walibi Creek to Glebe Weir pipeline project near Wandoan have also celebrated another job completed on schedule. Crews have laid all pipes required for the 120-kilometre project and are now working on the final pre-commissioning required for the project's pump station and balance tank before handing over to the client Sunwater. It was a unique project for the company to work on, as once operational, it will provide treated coal seam gas water to help drought-affected farmers in the Dawson Valley. This is only the second pipeline in Australia and the longest pipeline that has been developed to provide a beneficial use of the water associated with coal seam gas extraction. While work is coming to an end on these two projects, Murphy Pipe and Civil continues to work on the QC LNG upstream gathering project. Hard-working crews have already laid an impressive 2,500 kilometres of HDP pipeline for the CSG company's gathering system, and thanks to Murphy Pipe and Civil's innovative spider plough installation method, crews will lay a further 2,500 kilometres over the next 18 months. This equated to an average rate of around 250 kilometres per month. It's an impressive sight to see this spider plough in action, but what's more impressive is that using this new technology has resulted in not only enhanced workplace safety, but also major productivity gains, with one crew laying just over 17 kilometres of HDP pipeline in a 12-hour shift. To safety now, and Murphy Pipe and Civil crews showed driving safely was their number one priority, with more than 1,000 of the company's truck and light vehicle drivers recording perfect IVMS scores for the last quarter. The positive result shows the company's $100 for 100 safe driving campaign is working well, with a significant increase in good driving behaviour being displayed since the education initiative was rolled out 18 months ago. And Murphy Pipe and Civil management showed their appreciation by sending 8 of their safest drivers to Adelaide to watch the Clipsal 500 V8 supercar race, where they got to meet the company's safe driving ambassador and Queensland race car legend Dick Johnson. Another safety initiative that has also continued to be driven in the workplace is the company's Safety Culture program. Introduced last year, the program teaches employees about common human behaviour traits that sometimes limit their ability to foresee unsafe work choices, and teaches them to overcome these personal barriers to achieving zero harm. The program is centred around empowering employees to make changes to unsafe work practices, and it also enables them to develop a safe workplace culture that they can own and embrace. All Murphy Pipe and Civil employees have now participated in the first phase of the award-winning program, with outstanding safety results already being witnessed. It's an ongoing program, with the next phase rolling out in April. And it seems the program is already paying safety dividends, with Murphy Pipe and Civil for the third time in the past 4 months receiving an award from key client QGC for project safety performance. Each month, 25 of QGC's major contractors are assessed on their safety performance in the field and office, with key areas of assessment including lost time injuries, hazard observations, and most importantly, the introduction of safety initiatives that helps eliminate safety risks to employees. At a recent awards ceremony, QGC congratulated Murphy Pipe and Civil on its outstanding safety performance and noted the company was the only contractor to win 3 of the awards, which clearly highlighted the strong and ongoing commitment being shown for this important project goal. And the positive recognition continued to flow to Murphy Pipe and Civil, with the company receiving an impressive evaluation of its comprehensive operational plans, procedures and policies. The company underwent a comprehensive audit by global business auditor Achilles, which looked closely at the company's ability to manage risk-critical issues such as health, safety, environment and quality compliance during project operations. Murphy Pipe and Civil received top marks for compliance across all business areas, and in a first for an Achilles audit, no area of the company's systems or operations required any corrective action or improvement. The audit result clearly demonstrates the company's commitment to developing and implementing effective management systems and enables Murphy Pipe and Civil to now enter into master service agreements for projects being developed by some of the world's largest resource corporations. To community news now, and Murphy Pipe and Civil continue to support worthwhile groups right across the Western Downs as part of its commitment to positive social performance. The company has provided more than $15,000 in financial assistance in the past 2 months to worthy organisations, including a charity auction being run by the Chinchilla branch of the Aussie Helpers organisation, which assists farmers doing it tough during this current drought. And while the company helped out local communities financially, our employees also did their bit recently by taking part in Clean Up Australia Day. Crews joined hundreds of other local volunteers to clean up around town, and over their allocated 3-kilometre stretch of road were able to collect 40 bags of rubbish. Now back to Murphy Pipe and Civil's head office in Brisbane, where a cocktail party was held to celebrate the completion of a major renovation to the company's headquarters in Albion. The cocktail event attracted guests and clients from right across the industry who attended to help mark the head office expansion, but also to recognise the major growth the company had undergone in the past 3 years. Special guest speaker at the event was Queensland Treasurer Tim Nicholls, who commended the company not only on its workforce expansion from 250 to 1,800 and the completion of more than $1 billion in project work, but also for supporting the development of Queensland's coal seam gas resources. To industry news, Murphy Pipe and Civil's ongoing support for the Australian Pipeline Industry Association, APIA, has earned the company a lead membership berth. The lead member honour was announced at the APIA dinner held in Brisbane recently. APIA is the peak industry body for the pipeline industry in Australia and represents pipeline industry stakeholders operating over a wide range of sectors. It plays a major role within the pipeline industry, particularly in relation to increasing workplace safety, developing operational efficiencies, and improving industry codes of practice. Murphy Pipe and Civil has been a long-standing corporate member for many years, but being elevated to a lead member role will enable the company to further support APIA in its pursuit of a better industry. That concludes this edition of MPC News. Until next time, stay safe.